Man executed in Vietnam despite appeals from Europe and Canada.
Here's a summary of the article.
Le Van Man was put to death for the theft and the rape and murder of a 13-year-old girl, but maintained his confession was coerced via torture by police. Vietnam has executed Le Van Man, a man on long-term death row, despite numerous international appeals to spare him, a family lawyer said on Saturday. In 2005, Le Van Man was accused of theft alongside the rape and murder of a 13-year-old girl in the northern province of Thanh Hoa. According to the International Commission of Jurists, a non-governmental organization, the police obtained a confession from Le Van Man under torture, which was subsequently used to convict him. Nguyen Ha Luan, a lawyer who assisted Man's family in asking the Vietnamese president to block the execution, posted his death certificate on social media on Saturday. According to reports and official letters, the accused Le Van Man was executed. The letter of notice of execution was sent to the family, he wrote on Facebook. The death certificate does not go into much detail about the execution and simply states, Le Van Man born in 1982. Nationality, Vietnamese. Died on September 22, 2023 at 8:45 a.m. in the Hoa Binh Provincial Police Execution House.
This post received a score of 3,700, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Greater than Le Van Man was put to death for the theft and the rape and murder of a 13-year-old girl, but maintained his confession was coerced via torture by police.
If they got the confession from torture, then there's probably a child rapist and murderer still free on the streets.
I don't know, L. Van Man sounds kinda suspicious.
You know what? Fuck you for making me laugh at this. Ha ha.
Amazing how many people are cheering for the execution of someone based on a confession produced by torture.
Yay. Considering the confession came from torture, I would not be surprised if they tortured him to make a false confession or something along the lines of that.
It doesn't even have to be purposeful like that. Torture has repeatedly been shown not to work. Or to phrase it better, torture doesn't get to the truth. It only encourages people to say whatever they think will get their captors to stop torturing them. If the captors are convinced the captive did it, the only way to get the torture to stop is for the captive to admit to the crime, whether or not it's true.
Greater than torture has repeatedly been shown not to work. Oh, it works extremely well. At getting confessions. Goons love confessions, whether they be true or not is not the goons' concern.
I was reading the article and noticed it mentioned this case has been going on since 2005.
So where does the claim of torture come from? The article seems to just leave as a given. Is there a more in-depth deep dive article somewhere that goes into the details of the case?
The proof is, someone said it and it feels right. No better than the confession itself. Going by this thread, this is more than enough to get people on this sub going when it's a country they don't like.
This is a jury of your peers. Let that sink in.
Here's a detailed timeline of all events since 2005. Vietnamese source from a law magazine. Use your translator. His charges were dropped once by Hanoi Supreme Court of Appeal due to lack of evidence. Then the case was transferred and had been re-investigated multiple times by different government bodies throughout the years, and finally came to an agreement that he's guilty. If you're worried about an innocence being charged with death sentence, while I do agree that death sentence should be abolished, that's an entire different argument.
I don't know what your post is supposed to be saying. Of course we're all worried about an innocent man being put to death.
Well, this situation is fucked up entirely. Is the evidence sufficient without the confession achieved through torture? If so, then good. Man deserved it, but if not, then that's not good. I suppose this is a common issue in many countries. Trying to get a confession every time, no matter what.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.